Yo, what is up? My name is Rich. Welcome back to another video. In this video right here, we're going to discuss how many t-shirts you should start with whenever you're starting your brand, your clothing brand. Because I get this asked way more than I should. But anyways, right before we get into it, we have less than 3 days left of onlyninjas.com. If you want the chance to win a heat press Geonite 16x20 heat press along with a Graphtec vinyl cutter, one entry for every single dollar spent at onlyninjas.com. We have less than 3 days remaining and we won't be doing next month. I'm going to have to skip a month because these equipment purchases looks like they're starting to get a little delayed. Probably has to do with all those back orders, all those shipping issues you see out there in the sea. I ordered last month's winner as soon as she won and we confirmed everything. And we haven't even got a tracking number on it yet. But you know, the previous month we had Pamela win and before that we had Derek Spinner win. They both won those previous months. We're going to skip next month's. So if you want the chance to win, you have less than 3 days to join. All right. onlyninjas.com 16x20 Geonite heat press along with a vinyl cutter, a 15-inch Graphtec vinyl cutter. But anyways, let's go ahead and jump straight into this. So as far as starting off your own clothing brand, how many shirts should you start with? Well, first and foremost, I'm going to let you know how I started and how I do it, okay? So I start off with nothing. I start off with no t-shirts, okay? But first and foremost, you have to have a way where you can print out these t-shirts quickly, or you're using a print on demand service, something of that nature. And most of the time you have to say on your website that the customer will get their tracking information between like 5 and 7 business days or something like that. So as soon as I get an order, I order my blank t-shirt. Most of the time I order from APPAREL. You can order from Samar, SS Activewear, Jiffy Shirts. It doesn't matter where you order it from, just understand how long it typically takes to get the blank t-shirt to you. Worst case scenario, if you're just starting off and you're printing on Gildan or something, you can probably get a Gildan shirt at Walmart or Hobby Lobby. I believe even Hobby Lobby carries Bella and Canva shirts. A little more pricey, but if you want to start off this way where you don't have a large investment and you're getting products to the customer quickly, this might have to be a way that you have to start off with. So when I first started, I sold nothing, but I knew where I was going to get everything done and how quickly I could get it done and how I could get it shipped out within the time frame I told the customer it would be shipped out. All right, so say I get an order, I order a blank t-shirt that day. I can either get it that day or even the next day with APPAREL because I have a local warehouse next to me. If you're getting it shipped, you have to understand, does it take 2 or 3 days to get to you? So once it gets to you, your blank t-shirt, then you print it yourself. So I have a few different ways I can print the t-shirt myself and then send it to the customer. So when I first started off, I've still done mostly this way for the past 5 to 6 years. Sometimes things happen that you can't control. Like, you know, for example, COVID, you know, inventory issues, sometimes shipping gets delayed, things of that nature. But that's how I get my blank t-shirts very quickly. I start off with nothing. And then over time, once your orders start to stack up, you kind of see what's popular. For me, I always notice large, extra large, and 2X are the most popular sizes. So I started stocking up on those sizes. And then for the most part, I'm already selling different types of colors. Usually I like to stick to the primary colors like black and gray and like a few other ones like a header navy, some very simple colors. And then I start to see which colors are more popular. Then I start stocking those colors. But the only items that I'm stocking for myself is blanks because I know how I'm going to get it decorated myself. And from there, you start to see what kind of colors are popular, what sizes are popular. I'm just stocking the blanks. That way I can skip that 1-2 day buffer time of me getting a blank. So if I see a t-shirt order come in, I already have the size because I know what size is popular. So I already got it and I can go ahead and get it printed and shipped out to the customer. And then even from there, whenever you want to start outsourcing, you will know which of your items are starting to sell more, which colors, which sizes. So whenever you want to outsource to a screen printer, you can pretty much get an idea of what you want to get screen printed. You know, the sizes that you want to get screen printed, the colors you want to get screen printed, the designs you want to get printed. So from there, whenever you start outsourcing, you have an idea of what colors you want, sizes you want, stuff like that. So that's pretty much how I do it. But as far as starting off, let's say if you don't have your own equipment, you can't print it quickly enough, you have to outsource. Let's say you had to get some t-shirts printed to begin with. You know, you wanted to go to a screen printer. At the least, you know, sometimes you'll find screen printers who do like 24 at the least. It's kind of rare to find that type of low minimum, but most of the time if they do it, if it's single color, there's a handful that'll do it. The most common number I see is 48 as a minimum. So keep that in mind, but it doesn't have to be 48 size smalls. It just has to be 48 of the same designs. And I know some of y'all ask me, do you keep the same print size for all t-shirts? Yes, I do. If you get it screen printed, you keep it the same size. Typically it works like this. It goes by per category. So if you have onesies being printed, that's a different size compared to everything else. Then you have taller shirts being printed, that's a different size from everything else. You got youth t-shirts, that's a different size from everything else. Then adults, it gets a little tricky because from small to 2X, you can usually get away with that. But once you hit 3X, the size that you use, the print size that you use for small to 2X might get a little sketchy. So you might want to use a different size for 3X and up. So that's a tough part when it comes to adults. But that's how it typically works when it comes to design size. So if you're getting adult size t-shirts printed and you're getting 48 t-shirts printed, the most popular sizes I've always seen is large, extra large, and 2X. Unless it's some kind of design catered more towards women, it's usually small, medium, and large. So keep that in mind. You know, that's subjective to only the things that I sell. You know, those aren't facts for everybody, but, you know, for like the past 5-6 years, that's my most popular sizes. So, whenever you go to a screen printer, just keep in mind you'll probably be getting 48 t-shirts printed. So if you can't sell through it all, you may be stuck with some inventory. To me, the most important thing is just know the amount that you're paying for it all, and then try to have that break-even number. Try to hit that break-even number so whenever you get that money back, invest into a new set of t-shirts. Take that money and back, invest into a new set of t-shirts. That way, everything is break-even, and then you have inventory that you can sell for profit. So, you know, that's just something, it's a little different for everybody. Worst case scenario, you can always start with print on demand. Of course, you can't touch it. You can get a sample, but it's not always going to be the same. Well, you can't guarantee that it's going to be the same whenever you get something printed and sent to a customer. Most of the time, it works fine. But you will find issues, especially if you're already starting to hit some big numbers. You will find some kind of issues. Customer might get the wrong item, stuff like that. You know, you don't have quality control, but you have more time to focus on getting more sales. So when it comes to starting off your brand, how many t-shirts should you start off with? Well, I have to leave that up to you and what you feel comfortable with. So with that being said, I hope that helped you out. Make sure you check out onlyninjas.com. We have less than 3 days left. Also, I do have an ebook now, APPARELstartup.com. If you still need help from the very beginning that covers everything in one central location, APPARELstartup.com for the ebook, and onlyninjas.com if you want a chance to win a heat press and a vinyl cutter. And this is going to be, we're skipping next month because there's been a lot of equipment issues with shipping, and I don't want to deal with that next month. So we're going to take a break from that, and I'm also going to transition that into a lot of screen printed items. So like I said, from there, I printed myself. I kind of get an idea of like what's going on. I'm going to take a step back, start getting items screen printed this time, save some of that time from production, you know, and we'll discuss that more in detail as well. So peace. I'll see y'all next time. Comment, like, subscribe. I appreciate y'all's support as always. I'm just talking nonstop now. Peace.
Hey Hustle Ninja, thanks for watching. Remember, if you want to support the channel and have the chance to win a giveaway to help your clothing brand, be sure to check out onlyninjas.com. Also, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And stay hustling.